A very good morning to everyone. My name is Pankaj Yadav and I am studying in 7th standard. And in my school, I have studied the first chapter of science, and the name of this chapter is Nutrients in Plants. So, as you can see, this is a plant, and this is the leaf of a plant. And I am going to tell you the main points of this chapter. So, first one, what is this? So, this plant is known as a autotrophs, and autotrophs are organisms which makes their own food. And green plants have a pigment called chlorophyll which is inside them, which makes their color green, and they make their own food. The second one is heterotrophs. I am a heterotroph because this is an autotroph. The food produced by the autotroph, if I eat this, then I am the heterotroph. And the autotrophs need some things to make their own food. They need carbon dioxide, water, and they need sunlight so that they can make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process in which plants need water, the sunlight, and carbon dioxide to make their own food, and in this process they also release oxygen, and that's what we know as photosynthesis. Next one is saprotrophs, or we also know them as parasites. They are known to be stuck on one tree, and then, for example, take this is a tree and I am a saprotroph. I will take over this tree like this. And if I take like this, all the food that the tree will produce and the leaves will produce, I am going to consume all of it. And this tree is going to be my host, which is going to be serving my food to me. I don't have to do anything because I don't have chlorophyll in me. An example of a saprotroph or a parasite is a mobile. So the next type of plant is an insectivorous. So insectivorous are plants. For wonder, this is not an insectivorous plant, but wonder it is. So this is the insectivorous plant. An insect comes by and it stands on it, and then it will close. Then it will eat that insect to fulfill the lack of hydrogen, because these plants don't have hydrogen and nitrogen in good amount. That's why they eat insects. And some example of insectivorous plants are Venus flytrap and etc. And there are many others. One of the common ones we can see is in jug shaped, and it is really dangerous as well. It can harm your finger also. So the next point I wanted to talk about, I told you about the host. So what is the host? So think that all of these leaves are my host. Then I'm not going to produce any type of food because I don't have chlorophyll and I am a heterotroph. But because I am their host, wonder, they are parasite and they can make their own food. They don't have chlorophyll, but they have given the chlorophyll to me, which can't happen. And then all the food that I will produce, they will consume all of the energy that I make. So you may wonder, only plants with green leaves have have only chlorophyll, but you are wrong. Plants which have other type of flowers, other type of leaves, they also have chlorophyll in them. We just can't see it with our naked eyes. We can also see it using a microscope. So the next one is a really important one. So what is the food factory of a plant? So you can see everywhere. Where is it? Is it the stems? Is it the root? Is it the veins in the leaves? No, none of it. The food factory is the leaf. As you can see closely, there are some veins in it which are connected to the stem, and the stem gives it water, nutrients, and the veins take it equally, and then these grow. Otherwise, if these didn't have veins, then there would be only a stick, and this portion would be tore apart as the nutrients won't be able to come inside. The leaf would like this because the nutrients will stay only in this vein, but it will not go and connect to the other veins which are in the leaf. So that's what we know as the food factory. So there's one final thing which I wanted to talk to you about. So what are the some of the most important nutrients that a plant needs? So they are HO2, which is water, H2O, hydrogen, they need nitrogen, phosphorus, and water and sunlight. They need a lot of types of nutrients. But green plants have all of them in good amount and they are happy with it. But plants which are not green and which don't have chlorophyll in them, that's why they eat other plants or they become the host or they make them the host. Like this cycle goes again. So you may wonder what is the ultimate source of food for everyone around the world. So surely it's plant. Let me give you an example. A deer will eat this leaf. A tiger will eat this deer. If there are no plants, the deer will not be able to live, and then the deer will die. And if the tiger is not able to eat the deer, then he will also die. So next one is, this is a plant. This is a scorpio. The scorpio eats the plant. Then the scorpio is full. Then a fish will eat the scorpio. The fish is also full. Then a snake will eat it. After that, a eagle will eat it. So the food chain goes on, but the ultimate food source is plants, food, trees, all the plants, fruits. Without them, nobody can survive, not even us. Because if there are no animals, that means no plants, and that means no humans, and that means no world. No one can be alive without plants. That's why we should protect our plants and we should never cut down, and we should not do deforestation. We should do afforestation because we need more and more food, so that if we get less food and then if all of the food is over, so that we can get more and more. But we should not say, oh my god, you are not honesty, you are wanting more and more. I am saying you could do, you shall do it, so that you can save it for your future, so that you don't have any problem in your future. So that's about our first chapter, which is nutrients in plants. So you should also read it. It's an awesome chapter. And thank you. And I also got a lot of interest in this chapter. Thank you and meet you again. Bye.